I've reviewed plenty of Tinco vacuums. 2024 seems to be the year of the bargain since the company's introduced its Go line of more affordable options. In this review, I'm going to take a look at the new Tinco Go Pet cordless convertible stick vacuum. I'll take a look at what you get, how well it cleans, and why this might be a good choice over more expensive options, but I'll also show you why this so-called pet vacuum seems to fail the most basic pet test.
I'll run this through my regular battery of cleaning tests, and then I'll wrap things up with the pros and the cons, and I'll let you know if I think I can recommend this vacuum for you.
What comes in the box confirms this is a lower cost budget option since the accessories are somewhat limited. You get the main motor body with dustbin, there's an extension tube, and the motorized brush head. You also get 2 attachments, a crevice tool, and a dusting brush. This is a convertible vacuum, meaning you can use it as a full-size stick or just connect the attachments into the motor for a light, small handheld.
Typically, vacuum manufacturers add the PET moniker to their vacuum name to highlight increased suction power and special brushes for vacuuming pet hair. Now, for the Tinco Go Pet here, that is kind of true, but only in a limited sense. With 160 watts of power, the Tinco Go Pet can be considered more mid-range when it comes to suction. And for pet hair specifically, there is a zero-tangle main brush head, and that brush's dual comb design does do a pretty good job in cleaning longer pet hair without it tangling the brush. But when it comes to the overall vacuum power here, you're going to want to stick around for my cleaning tests.
Tinco says the Go Pet can detect how messy a specific area is. The vacuum's handle has a small light which is supposed to change to purple or red if more dirt is detected. The indicator encourages you to vacuum until it turns blue, which means it's all clean. This is known as the iLoop sensor. Now on this vacuum it works reasonably well, and the small light on the back of the motor does change on more heavily soiled areas.
Let's get to how well this cleans. I put all my vacuums through essentially the same set of cleaning tests. I'll run it around the house for a week or two to see how it handles day-to-day cleanups. Then I test it out on hard floors and carpets by sprinkling things like rice, oatmeal, and cracker crumbs. I'll also drop similar spills onto the furniture and use it to vacuum up dog hair, which does tend to accumulate on our new sofa.
On day-to-day cleanups, the Go Pet is handy, and on hard floors it did a pretty good job. Unfortunately, that's where the good news ends. When I tried to use this vacuum on carpet, it was almost completely inept. I started trying to vacuum lower pile carpets like these rugs in my kitchen. The suction power at first seemed pretty good because it was kind of getting stuck to the rug and almost making it tough to maneuver, but very quickly it seemed the beater brush was getting caught in the carpet and just shut the whole cleaner head down.
Thinking maybe that rug was just a bit too plush, I moved on to testing the vacuum on several flat rugs from Ruggable.
Except I ran into exactly the same problem, only worse. The suction appeared to pull the rug into the beater brush, jam it immediately, and it shut right down. I decided to try it on wall-to-wall carpeting and found I did get a better result here. It was able to vacuum this kind of carpet effectively without the jamming. But not being able to use this on any kind of rug is disappointing and I think makes it very limiting. Next, I decided to try the vacuum out on upholstery, including a sofa and some chairs. I do feel this vacuum is missing something like a mini motorized attachment, which would be ideal for upholstery since using the full-size brush on the sofa was kind of big and floppy and didn't end up being very effective. I switched to the other attachments, but they just didn't have enough power to loosen pet hair. Overall, the Go Pet performed really poorly on my furniture, and I wasn't able to remove pet hair no matter which tool or attachment I tried to use. Could this be related to the type of sofa I have and its fabric? Maybe. I grabbed my Shark Stick vacuum just to compare and found it did a much better job. Tinco boasts about some other features of this vacuum which are now seeming kind of redundant. It does have a larger dustbin and features a point-and-shoot lever that automatically opens the bin, plus there's HEPA filtration and lights on the front of the brush head can help you find the dirt. Trouble is, though, you'll be able to see it, but you might not be able to get it if it's on rugs or furniture.
Overall, I may as well skip to the end and let you know I'm not going to be able to recommend this budget stick vacuum for you, primarily because of its really poor performance on both carpet and upholstery. But let's go over the pros and the cons anyhow so you can see how I arrived at my conclusion.
On the pro side, this vacuum is lightweight, the larger dustbin is handy, and the easy open lever makes dumping easier. The runtime is a reasonable 60 minutes, and the vacuum actually does a good job on hard floors, and if your home has wall-to-wall carpets, it should be able to tackle that effectively too. When it comes to the downsides, in my mind, a vacuum has one job, and that's to vacuum. And when it's marketed as a pet vacuum and it's not able to pick up something as ordinary as pet hair from the sofa, that's kind of a problem. Plus, the fact that it stalls out on any type of rugs makes it all but useless around my house. And I don't know if this is a total con or not, but what you get with it feels kind of lacking with just the main motor head and two accessories, which are kind of similar. I do feel there should be a mini motorized brush included in this kit.
In my opinion, if you have a major pet hair situation in your house that you want to deal with reliably, I would have no choice but to recommend a Dyson vacuum, which you did see do a much better job than the Tineco. You can check out my reviews of these Dyson options or see why I'm also very impressed with Shark's stick vacuum right now.